Hey, how's it going, guys? We are back with a new trailer reaction, and this one is for Marvel's Moon Knight. Marvel Studios' Moon Knight, a new series coming. I think it's this year, along with some others like Miss Marvel and She-Hulk as well, coming up later this year. We haven't had. We have had teasery kind of glimpses at those, but no actual kind of teaser trailers or even official trailers for those just yet. I think with those coming out later in the year, they're still going to be building up to those, but this one is from Moon Knight. This one is very intriguing. I think the thing I don't really know a whole lot about Moonlight besides from Moon Knight besides from I think it's like he has is it multiple personality disorder? I think it might be. I think he's got like a whole bunch of different personalities living within him, all of them based off of other superheroes within the Marvel universe, like Spidey and Cap, and I think at least in the comics it's actually all encompassing, like the X-Men and the Avengers and all these different heroes. But I think for the MCU, until they do bring in any of those kind of properties, I think this is going to be based on heroes we actually know, like the Avengers and like Spider-Man and any of the heroes that he comes across. I think it's all based on heroes that he's either seen in action or actually interacted with in some way, and we know so far I think even if he has had any, then they've definitely been off screen, but then they haven't really hinted at anything so far. So I think they might just be going down the route of him having seen them in action on the news or somewhere. But I think he has like different personalities based off of those, but then he uses those personalities to actually fight as Moon Knight. So like, I think his own independent kind of persona is that of Moon Knight, the Master Vigilante and everything. So yeah. So I don't know if he actually does have a core personality that's easily identifiable as Moon Knight, or if he's fully kind of like dependent on his other personas to actually fight for him or something. But either way, it's like his character kind of description alone is intriguing, and the premise. I think I'm not really sure what the actual kind of story behind this is going to be. But Oscar Isaac is actually tapped on to play Moon Knight in this, and he's also going to be playing protagonist alongside Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke is actually going to be the antagonist of this series. So that alone is really interesting. Both of them are really terrific actors and everything. So really interested to see what they get up to and how the story unfolds and everything. But yeah, I don't know if it's actually too early to question what this is going to be like timeline wise. Like if it's like pre or post Endgame. Because I feel like everything coming out now should mostly be post Endgame, if not like with like some references to pre stuff, because I think now it's best to move on and actually have like focus on stuff that comes after it and to focus on the future and everything. So this may as well just be post Endgame and actually show like maybe he was blipped, maybe he wasn't, but either way it's going to be a kind of introduction to Moon Knight and to see who he is and just how much of the comics they adapt from. So yeah, not really much else I know about him until I actually get my hands on some comics and everything. So until then, gonna have to see what the trailer is about. So yeah, the first official trailer for Marvel Studios' Moon Knight. Let's go.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I have a sleeping disorder. I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Hello,
Sleeping disorder.
Staying Awake.
Does he have an accent in this? Do he have like a British accent? Oh. Okay. I like that. Is this set in the UK?
I think I'm losing it.
Is this set in the UK? No way. Oh.
You're bloody useless.
It's in the UK.
Stephen.
Ah, okay, that's interesting. So is he gonna be British, or is he, or at least part British?
Thank you.
Oh boy.
That's a
Okay.
contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Thanks.
Okay. This March. Oh, okay, that's close. Only got a couple months to go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're alive. What's wrong with you, Mark?
Why did you call me Mark? It must be very difficult.
Ethan Hawke.
Voice in your head.
Oh.
There's chaos in you.
Oh boy. Okay, this looks crazy. This looks fucking crazy.
Embrace the chaos.
Oh. Okay, suiting up. Suiting up. That's the Moon Knight. That's the Moon Knight. Okay, oh, March 30th. Oh, damn, okay, that was cool. Okay. Okay. That was interesting. Okay, okay, I think, yeah, that already feels very, very tonally specific and you know, tonally kind of unique from most of the stuff that we've seen. I think, yes, so yeah, damn, where to begin? That was a whole lot to take in. So not a whole lot of not a whole lot of Moon Knight himself, like until the very, very end where he actually did suit up. I think mostly focusing on the guy behind the mask and exactly how disturbed and damaged he alone is. So yes, I think he has I think he mentioned he has like a sleeping disorder. And he literally keeps himself like strapped and chained to his bed. I think well not chained, but I think he keeps himself like strapped to the bed, and then when he wakes up very, very erratically in the morning, he tries to jump out, but then one strap attaches to the leg, and he just can't really, you know, go more than like 5 feet out of range and everything. So I think he has his own issues. He has his own problems. I think he's, you know, very, very kind of self-aware of them, and he kind of, you know, does what he can to keep himself in check. But yeah, I think he has voices in his head. His reflections don't even fucking move. They just kind of follow him around the room and everything. They just stay in place when his real body just moves on and everything. So he's like a, you know, I think I mean, again, I think the description I've heard for Moon Knight as an actual character and personality wise has been very, very kind of, you know, kind of simplified down to, oh, he's a guy with multiple personalities and each of them are based on heroes, and he uses those to fight because he, you know, himself doesn't have one, or he's too afraid of one. But I think I actually did hear another interesting tidbit that like he wears. Not only does he wear like I think his color scheme for his costume is actually like a not pure white, but it's like a grayish white. But I think it's the right shade of like a grayish white though, where like, you know, when he fights, like the moonlight reflects off of him so brightly that his enemies actually see him coming, and it's because he wants them to see him coming, so that way, you know, like for him it's more brutal to fight that way or something. So that's like another interesting kind of tidbit that I've actually heard a while back and everything. So I think those are pretty much the two things I know about him. But I think with this one, it definitely seems like it's going to be a very, very character driven kind of series, and actually exploring who he is and maybe like how he's maybe like come under these stresses or accumulated these stresses over the years, and exactly what it's meant for him, how it's kind of led him down the path to becoming Moon Knight instead of actually doing something else and everything. And you know, I think Oscar Isaac too. Oscar Isaac is a tremendous actor. He's a tremendous actor. He's got he's got a lot of he's got a lot of very recognizable and very, very kind of notable kind of credits under his name from various kind of different films and stuff. So I think, you know, like him taking on a role like this, like in the lead, and actually playing a character like this, it's going to be really interesting to see how he pulls it off. And it's also I think it's also set in the UK. I'm pretty sure. I think he works at like a. I think he probably pretty sure he works at like the History Museum or something. In the ancient Egypt section. I think. I do remember. I think it was at the Investors Day or like the D23 or something when Kevin Feige was actually first announcing all these shows that would be happening. Because this one was like among a bunch of others like it was among a bunch of others like She-Hulk and Miss Marvel and you know, like the Guardians holiday special, like he announced it with a bunch of others that didn't officially have teasers yet. So with this one, he actually said like it would actually incorporate, like, you know, pretty fair amounts of ancient Egyptian iconography and everything. So he worked in the museum. I think presumably he works in the museum. You know, in the ancient Egypt section, he found like a phone in I think inside of like a sarcophagus, or inside of something that was like a burial kind of thing, and the person on the phone called him Mark, and he had no idea who the fuck that was. So a lot of crazy stuff happening, a lot of, you know, mind kind of melding kind of stuff going on in this, and I think it's going to be interesting to see a character like this who's actually so kind of devastated by their own sense of self that, you know, that they then rely on others. Because I think it's not the first time we've had a character with those kind of split personalities. I think we had in season 2 of Iron Fist, I think there was the character Mary. I think was it Mary or Alice or something? I think probably played by Alice Eve. I think if that's her name. Alice Eve actually played like another woman, I think, who was like a soldier or like a mercenary who was actually caught in the crossfire of the Sokovia battle and everything. So she had like a split personality too. She had a split personality too. One which was like a really sweet and innocent kind of young woman, and then another one that was actually like a hardened and deadly kind of mercenary and everything. So. We've had her before, so I think with this one, but with this one, I think it's gonna be like actual like more than like one or two or even three kind of personalities living in him. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see how like just how much they explore that and exactly how they're gonna pull those off. But then also exploring who he is at his core. If he's not marked, then I don't know who he is, but gonna be interesting seeing like them explore who he is at his core and how he kind of ended up here and how he decided to become. I mean, Moon Knight. I think the Moon Knight too could also just be like another person, another person that he's adopted. So I think he probably knows he can't go out fighting as Cap or as Iron Man or anything else. So then especially him. I think him working with the ancient Egyptian kind of artifacts and everything. I think Moon Knight kind of definitely gives off that vibe of being I think because even the symbol is I think like a half kind of crested kind of moon in itself. So I think that kind of like the costume with the hood and the even like when he suited up as well, it literally looked like bandages wrapping around him and forming that really bulky kind of costume kind of figure and everything. So he has the hood and he has the glowing eyes and the hood and the moon crest and everything. So I think it's clearly kind of taking inspiration from ancient Egyptian kind of diagrams and different illustrations and possibly like from that culture, maybe actual kind of actual kind of icons with within that kind of ancient culture and everything. So adopting a lot from there. And I think again, like it's set in the UK too. I think it definitely even some of those kind of landscape shots too definitely seemed like very non-American and like suspiciously British. And then they showed that he actually did work in the history museum and everything. So I think he's also British. I think Oscar is he is actually putting on a British accent of his own too. Doesn't I mean I want to say it doesn't sound half bad, but I feel like I think I don't want to judge too much based off the teaser either, because I think anything can look or sound bad in a teaser, but then by the time it comes to the final product, you're then surprised because then they've actually had time to polish it up a bit more and stuff. But then I think with this one, I think it's also streaming March 30th, so I think it's cutting it fairly close to. It's not really kind of that far out. So our first teaser, and it's only like 2 months and maybe like a month and a bit out. So hopefully by that time they'll have plenty more. They have plenty more kind of stuff like audio and visuals actually polished out and sounding a bit better. I mean they've already filmed it and stuff, so they can't really. I think it's really kind of cutting it close for any kind of reshoots and probably damn near impossible to. But still, I think I'm gonna like wait until the actual final product and see then exactly how well his accent sounds and everything. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just wait and see. Just have to wait and see. But yeah, that's also an interesting kind of thing, like having it set and filmed in the UK. That's nifty. That's cool. I think I won't lie. I think I have actually seen like a few screenshots of different kind of comic panels from where he is interacting with different heroes. I think his more iconic. I think his more popular ones are like of him, like call like trying to contact the Avengers, and stuff on like the big kind of video calling screen or even like on like a phone or something, and then he's like he tries to contact the Avengers and he ends up contacting the Avengers, but then he's actually going after Dracula because Dracula is a character in the MCU as well, and in the Marvel Comics universe as well. So I think or Marvel Comics universe MCU, yeah, that could easily work. So in that one, it's like he keeps on calling Dracula a big fucking nerd, and he's like constantly asking him for money and everything. So he's like honestly like some of his dialogue is just the wildest shit. Some of his dialogue in the comics is just like the wildest shit like you've ever seen, and he's just like a constantly kind of like a like a really random kind of kind of character at times. So I am intrigued. To see exactly how much of that they incorporate into this and how much and like what kind of stuff I should probably be on the lookout for and everything. But yeah, I am looking forward to the series nonetheless, so that should be fun. And Ethan Hawke too. Ethan Hawke is in this. I think he I actually read a story that he initially wasn't involved in, like he was never sought out from. I think the story I read was that he was never actually initially sought out for this at all. Oscar Isaac actually was I think having dinner or having coffee with him or something, and then he actually told him about the Moon Knight project, and he was like, if you do you want to be a part of it? Do you want to have like an audition for it or something? And then he said, yeah, sure, why not? And then one thing led to another, and now Ethan Hawke is actually tied into this project. So you know, just connections between actors and everything. That definitely helps. So yeah, and I think Ethan Hawke, I think in this one he seems to be playing some kind of like I mean, I'm gonna take like a wildish kind of guess and say maybe he's playing like a religious figure, or like some kind of like a some kind of like a religious figure or something, and like he seems to kind of have some kind of knowledge of who Moon Knight or like who Mark is, and who like what he's going through and stuff. Like he seems to be able to he seems to be able to identify that, you know, he has voices in his head, and things aren't really, you know, okay with him or alright with him or anything. So I'm curious as to exactly how much of an antagonist he's actually going to be, and how much of like a kind of threat he's going to be to Mark becoming Moon Knight. So yeah, it looks interesting though. It looks very interesting though. So yeah, official reaction for Moon Knight's first official trailer. So yeah, thank you guys as always so much for being here and for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then absolutely feel free to leave a like and comment what your thoughts are on this trailer, what you're looking forward to. If you have any kind of graphic novel or comic recommendations for Moon Knight, then absolutely feel free to leave them in the comments. I would love to check them out. And any kind of thoughts or theories you have on the series, what you're looking forward to, what you hope to see, and what you think they might do, and how you feel about the casting and all that kind of stuff. Anything you're looking forward to, just, you know, leave those thoughts down below. And yeah, that is pretty much it. And I will absolutely be reacting to each and every episode of Moon Knight that gets released. So be on the lookout for those too. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So until the next reaction, bye bye for now.